Hey YouTube, what's going on? Indiana James here. If you watched my previous video, I did say we were going to go over into WoW and a couple of things. So first thing you notice is I'm not a panda anymore. Um, I'm a fox person. It's pretty cool. I happen to like the foxes as much as pandas, and I didn't think I would, but I am. I want to talk about the faction type situation. And I know some people aren't going to like this. They're going to say, well, WoW was built on factions and fighting orcs and humans. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. But as you can see, I'm in my alliance neighborhood right now. But I'm a horde character. Um, I still have Bella here, my cat I put down 10 years ago. I have Otis, who's my 20-year-old cat in real life, 20 years old, and he's here. And that's just how it is. Now, if I were to go onto my rogue, for example, and I were to get into a group with another horde fox person such as Lionel or Ricky, and I were to play with them, Ricky's a healer, she wouldn't be able to heal me in a group. We're in a group. We're running around Eversong, and we're in a group, and she can't heal me. Now, I don't know why that is. Our characters are friends. We should be able to heal each other. And the fact is that we can't heal each other. And it kind of blows my mind that we're running on this archaic way of this whole faction thing. Now, I realize that factions are needed in some fashion in WoW. I realize that World of Warcraft was built on the IP Warcraft, war, and Warcraft is a thing. But the problem I'm having is that none of my characters would hate each other. Okay? My rogue gnome isn't going to hate my frickin' horde fox person. Or an orc. Or a tauren. Or any of that. They're not going to care. They're going to say, okay, this is just the way it is. That's a pretty cool looking hat though that guy has, I guess. But so there is my issue. While keeping the war in Warcraft is needed, why are you limiting us, Blizzard, on playing with each other? Right? Why is it that I can't get into a group as my rogue gnome with Lionel's fox person, Vulpera, and Ricky's fox person, yet they can't heal me? Right? We can do everything. We can even fight the same monsters. We both counts and everything, but we can't heal each other. We can't play with each other. Of course, this my hunter sadly isn't the guild leader anymore. My rogue has to be, because we're stuck in the alliance faction. We're stuck here in this guild neighborhood, which is fine. We have a few spots open, probably have. And yet I can't turn it into a horde guild. There's no guild faction transfer. I can't put my characters, set them to neutral, which they all would be. Like, I have no affinity to wanting to be for the Alliance. I have no, why? I have no loyalty whatsoever to Alliance. Just like this character who's a horde has no loyalty.
I must get closer.
At all. I'm not going to blindly follow leaders in a video game just because they say I have to hate the other faction. I have to want to... I thought I was going to Stormwind. There's no possible way that I'm ever going to be wanting to purposely go out of my way to hate the other faction. My characters don't give a crap. If we're going to go fight in the Void Storm, I don't care who's with me, provided we can fight in the Void Storm together. Characters, if you actually play them, okay, characters have their own humans. Just because, I'll use in real life, for example, just because Adolf Hitler and the government says to hate the Jewish people, me as a German citizen doesn't mean I have to hate the Jewish people. In fact, some of my best friends could have been Jewish, and I could be friends with them. It wouldn't matter. I don't have an affinity to hate people just because other people tell me to. I don't know why I use that note. And what's worse, right? What's worse is I could get into a group on my rogue gnome, and I could be in a party with Horde, and I can't even pick them up and ride them around. I can't do the backpack thing with Ricky when she's on Horde and I'm Alliance, or vice versa. Can't do no backpack thing. And to me, that's utter bullshit. Blizzard wants, we want other people to play with each other, and we want everyone to have access. That's fine, but when you purposely limit people on the basis of factions, you should really not do that. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, make sure you have enough money in there for that, and you're good. No, your bills are all paid. I paid them. You're all good. Okay. A personal in real life situation is I pay all the bills. Great. Anyway, back to this. Blizzard, you really need to look at how you're doing things. You allow cross-faction play in dungeons and groups and raids. You allow people cross-faction guilds now, which wasn't a thing back when I had my other guild, CSI Undercity and Wrath of Lich King. Yet now, you allow these things, but you won't allow people to truly play with each other. Why is it that a healer on the Horde cannot heal my Alliance gnome when we're in a freaking group out in the world? When I mean out in the world, I mean right over here. I'm out in the world, and I'm doing quests and all that over out here, and I'm doing the whole questing zone and Fairbreeze Village and Suncrown Village. I'm doing all this stuff, yet, and I'm in a group, I'm in a party, and yet I can't get healed by a freaking healer because they're of the opposite faction, yet they're in my group. If they didn't want to heal me, if they're not okay with healing me in my group, they wouldn't have joined my group or been able to join my group in the first place. And the same thing is said for quests counting with people grouping up together and all that. If you're going to allow someone to join the opposite faction to join a group out in the open world like this, that person in the group, whether Horde or Alliance, should be able to heal everybody in the group. Quests should be synced with both of you. You should be able to sync. You can't even quest sync. When you go into, I think it's here or wherever it is, I forgot now. You cannot quest sync each other, right? And that sucks. Not being able to heal each other sucks. When quests not counting. If I go and read a book and there's another book and there's two, for example, there was a quest down here and there was a couple of books we had to read. And I had to read all the books and Ricky had to read all the books and it didn't count. That's bull. I'm sorry, Blizzard, but you half-assed your way into allowing people to play the way they want, with who they want, how they want. Everybody I've talked to, what the hell is that? Is that an egg? Looks like there's an egg in this. Oh, whatever. Most people I've talked to in this game, and I know a lot of people, there are people from new and old and my friends list who's come back to World of Warcraft and are sticking with it, and most of them say the faction situation is kind of stupid. Now, if a Horde joins an Alliance guild, then they should at least be able to become a neutral party with both factions, or at least let them, allow them to transfer over and keep their race. The whole point of this whole immersion thing is being ruined. I'm sorry, it's being ruined for me when I'm in a group with a friend of mine, whatever, and they can't heal me because they're Alliance and I'm Horde, or vice versa. And you won't let that, but then you'll let them join the group. If they join the group, then they're more than willing to heal each other. If they join the group and they're questing together, they're questing together. They should be able to have quests count. That's my whole point. I know people like the whole war thing. I don't care about it. I never cared about it. I never was okay with the whole war thing. I never was wanting to go and fight orcs just because. I was never given a viable reason. My characters have no viable reason to want to go attacking the Horde or Alliance if they're on the opposite. No, that's like me wanting to go and destroy some other frickin' person just because someone says, "Oh, you should hate them." No, I shouldn't. That's my choice. So it's frustrating, Blizzard. I want to be able to actually group. I want to quest sync. I want my friend in my group to heal me. I shouldn't have to make a Horde character or an Alliance character just to play with someone who chooses to be Horde or Alliance and be able to get healed while they're in a group. I understand taking off healing ability when they're not in a group. For example, if I'm right, let's just look at this guy. This is a Horde over here, this orange person. I should not be able to heal this person if I'm not in the group with them. Okay. Oh, that's a night elf. Why are they orange? Oh, because I'm on Horde for that. But I shouldn't be able to heal them if I'm a healer. But if I'm in a group, I should be able to heal them. I'm not sure why you take them down. Okay. Yeah, Misty is not dying at all. So, I just hope you come to your senses, allow us to play with each other, allow us to do things. Okay. This is the first time I've actually fought anything as a person. I think it looks pretty cool. I think that looks pretty cool. Good animations. I like it. Yay, we killed it. I don't know what that's for. But yeah, that was cool. Anyway, I hope Blizzard comes to their senses. I don't think that they should like purposely lock people from healing each other who are in a group or not being able to sync quests. So, let me know what you think, but I mean, I doubt you're gonna feel the same way I do. Yeah. Thanks, guys.